m'amuse, grâce à toi je m'amuse. Mon ange, ma porte, mon pain, mon aide, ma reine, mon but, mon rire, grâce à toi je respire. Amusons-nous, m'amuse, au musée de Mozart. Muse qui fait du ciel, musicienne. Ma paix, ma vue, mon goût, mon âme, mon eau, ma meuf, mon son, mon tout, grâce à toi je m'enfuis.
So, bonjour Camille, bienvenue à Hannah.
Merci.
I'm going to stop playing this here. I just played a little clip for those of you joining us. I wanted to start out a little differently this time and play you a clip from Le Tigre,
Okay.
Camille's latest album. It's been quite quel succès, very successful, and that actually was one of my favorite songs. I first discovered you, Camille, actually on an Apple playlist that recommended this beautiful French jazz playlist, and I came across your name, and I discovered Ma Muse, and immediately became one of my favorites on the album.
Cool.
Tell us a little bit about who is on the album and how your group came together. Had you been playing for a long time?
There is a mix of lots of different people. On this album, there is the bass player Christophe Minck. I have been playing with for now 4 years, and he was on my first album, second album, Pas de Géant, because I recorded 3 albums. And there was as well Donald Pontomanu, with whom I'm touring a lot. And there was a pianist I never played with before, so I discovered him on the recording, Jackie Terrasson. And as well we can find a percussionist, Minino Garay, from Argentina. And Stéphane Guillaume at the horns, and on the arrangement, Michael Leonard, who arranged as well my Pas de Géant album.
Very nice. I thought there was an incredible synergy, and I think you have this marvelous ability to put everybody at ease. I've watched some of your videos, and like everyone just seems to relax and really enjoy the music, and you bring such an effortlessness to the stage, which is really beautiful.
Yeah, I really, I come from classical music. I studied piano during 15 years at the conservatory, and I really knew all that stress you can find in that kind of it can be very cold, it can be very stressful to do some exams and everything. So I really since I'm singing jazz, since I'm playing my music, I really wanted to escape from that and to really take advantage of the music to really to express myself in the really most peaceful way.
Mm-hmm. That comes through. You have a beautiful voice, creative voice, and you honestly don't see a whole lot of women composers, arrangers, pianists, and vocalists. That's quite a killer combination. And
more and more. I think.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. I really think that it's changing. This is changing, and there are more and more women who singers would like to sing their own compositions and their own lyrics. Really, I noticed that.
I do too. I was just very happy to discover you because I've always been attracted to French and Brazilian music, and I understand you have quite a Brazilian following in Brazil.
Yeah. I'm very close to Brazil. I've been there, don't know, maybe 15, 20 times. I learned to speak Portuguese, and really, I found a public there. I think they like my music, and I really love this culture, and I love to play with a musician from there. So I'm really impatient to come back to Brazil.
Who are some of your influences? Did you grow up with a lot of Jobim or Elis Regina or Eliane Elias?
In Brazil, Brazilian music? Yes, of course. I can say that there are some others. I love João Bosco, who is a singer and guitar player, incredible. I was lucky to see him on stage many times. I like very much Hamilton de Holanda. And there is, for example, an album which is not so famous. It's a duo with César Camargo and Nana Caymmi. I love Nana Caymmi, incredible singer. And yes, I have lots of different influences. Hermeto Pascoal as well. Gismonti. Lots of things.
So tell us a little bit about growing up. You come from a very rich musical background, like you mentioned, your study of piano and writing and arranging. How did maybe you can define what an auteur is for us in the U.S. And how you think of that word or that concept of an auteur?
Sorry, it cuts just a little. So can you just repeat the end of your question, because just to be sure.
Sure. How would you define auteur? How are you a filmmaker, and how does that influence your music?
A filmmaker, as you mean by my video clip or all of that?
Yeah, or the concept of auteur. In reading about you, it says you are an auteur, which I believe.
Auteur. Okay.
Auteur. Right.
Okay. What are my influences and all of that, right?
Right. Yes. And then how does that tie into being an auteur?
I always love to write, and really, I'm really maybe it's my first way of expression. I don't know if it's singing or writing. I always used to write every day some poems, some words, and my dad was a sound engineer for cinema, so I have been really close as well to cinema, to films. So, and I did some theater. So I think for me it was really, really important as a singer to be a storyteller as well. As I experimented to play lots of things on the piano with a partiture you have to follow without mistakes. It was really important for me as a singer to really show a project like if it was a play, like if there was some comedians, like if it was a story I was telling to the public. So I really think my work like that. I'm not seeing myself as a singer, but I am seeing myself as a storyteller.
I think that really comes through too when I see your live videos. And when you hear the album, there's a lot of imagery and visuals that comes to mind. It really probes the imagination when you sing. And
that's cool. I'm happy to hear that, because as I really choose to sing in French. You know, I know that lots of people are not going to understand, but lots of people told me that even if they didn't understand, that it was possible for them to see some things in the imagery, like you were telling. So I'm happy to hear that.
Definitely. And how has the pandemic or COVID changed maybe how you have been writing, or changed how you think of, touring? How has that impacted you?
It was a huge impact for me, because I released my album Le Tigre in last September, and we were really thinking that it was maybe the end of pandemic, and finally it was completely in the middle. So it's not so simple, because everything is postponed.
Mm-hmm.
So everything, lots of festivals are asked to program, as to put the same programmation than last year. So for people like myself, who released their album in the middle of pandemia, you are a little in the middle of the situation, because you next year you will have to release a new project, maybe, because it's not you have all the it's a little in the middle. You don't, it will be difficult to tour this project. So I will see. So in this aspect, it was quite hard. At the same time, I really took advantage to discover completely things I never imagined, like bass. I started to play bass. I started to play guitar. I read a lot. So I know that it will feed me for new project. It will feed me artistically. That kind of. But of course, it's really hard, because you don't know exactly what you have to do now. If we have to think about a new project for the future, or if you have really to come back where it was stopped. So kind of tricky.
Yes, I feel that too as an artist. Kind of
Yeah.
You probably have a lot of voice memos or projects saved, little ideas that you're wondering, do I start on those or do I go back?
Exactly. And finally, in a way, in my opinion, you don't want to leave the project you were doing when everything stopped. You really want to continue it, because it deserves it.
Yes.
And so I am really mixed with all that. Okay, I really want to put this project on stage and to work on this project, and at the same time passes and I have to. So, but I know that I'm not the only one in this situation.
And the music, as a talented artist as yourself, there is no shortage of new music. I'm sure the pandemic has brought about a whole influx of new, inspiration for more work. So,
yeah.
I want to thank everyone who's joining us. Marius, Gerhardt, Mr. Chaffals, thanks for being here with us. If you have any questions at any point, please put it in the chat for Camille, and we will answer it. Let's just keep going here. This is just great. Again, I just want to thank you so much for your time and being able to speak with us across the pond, as it were, over here in the U.S. And I would love to see you here in the States. I know you've traveled extensively and performed quite a bit around the world. Are you planning in the near future on your tour to come to the States at all?
I would like to. I used to go mostly in New York and Boston. So I never been other places in US to play. I would like to come back, but there are lots of different things to work on. First of all, I have to be vaccinated. I'm not yet. In France it's quite late, and I have to get my visa, to my working visa again, because lots of time passes and I used to have one. So there are lots of complicated things to see, but really. When I used to have the working visa for 3 years, and I was really going to New York and Boston every 3 months, something like that. So where are you exactly?
I am in Michigan, so we're the state surrounded by all the water, the Great Lakes. If you look at a map, we're the one with all the water around it.
Okay, cool.
So Detroit is our great, music capital, where Motown jazz had a heart through the years, and still does. There's the Detroit Jazz Festival, which I know would be thrilled to have you one of their years. It happens in the fall, and they started up again. So that's excellent. I'm just really glad your tour is back on. I was looking at your schedule, and it's Switzerland, right? All over Italy, France. All over.
Exactly. I have Czech Republic. I will go as well in Sweden. Yes, I have some, but it's really funny because I'm singing the most of the time in French, sometimes in Portuguese, and really rarely in English. But I'm really much more touring outside of France. I'm touring in France, but not so much. So finally I was thinking that as I am singing in French, I will be working more in France, but no, it's not the case. So it's really strange. It's quite funny.
It's because your music's beautiful and people, they understand it, I think, more on a emotional level. And I think language, honestly, is becoming less and less of a barrier now. I think it's more about the feeling and taking jazz in a new direction, which I think you do. You bring quite a playfulness to the music and a lilting up sense to it. And the other thing I just wanted to compliment you on is how your use of clever use of social media, how you use like After Effects and how you create fun videos on your Instagram that are just so much fun, and they get to the character of your storytelling.
Really, I really swear it was not planned at the beginning. I really did this first video of I transcribed solos from jazz masters. I did kind of buzz with Coltrane. It was fun for me because I was really training by learning all that solos, and there was a buzz with that. But I was really not planned that it was going to went viral. I was doing that just to share it with my friends, and finally it changed completely my life. But I really want to take social medias like something really natural. I really want to stay myself. If I don't want to share something during 1 month, I won't. If I want to share something 3 times a day, I will do it. But I really want to feel it. And I think I'm not really that... I didn't study really social medias. I don't know exactly how it works. I don't use Twitter. I don't use TikTok. I don't want to be to be eaten by that. But I really want to use that like freedom, like, okay, I can share directly with people what I'm doing, and there is no people not behind, but between myself and the audience. And I think it's really important as an artist, because we are really becoming more and more independent. We have to know how to do everything.
Yes.
And for me, it's really, really a good thing to learn how to communicate directly your music to your public, because finally, 20 years ago, 50 years ago, we were waiting for a producer to decide our future. And I really think that we have to do it by ourselves, but we have to do with our taste. We really have not to imitate others. So it's quite hard. It's like an art as well. But I'm really trying to make it natural, the most natural as possible. If I'm not in good shape to make that, I won't do it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I'm not in good shape, anyway, I won't be found, you know. I will show myself like I am. I don't want to be fake with the public. I'm really trying that, but just to be honest, maybe something like that.
And I think it's beautiful. That makes it more accessible, because you have a more of an honest relationship with your audience, and I think they respect you more as a maverick, someone who's brave enough to try to really let your guard down and be real with them. Because you don't see that too often. You do not see that. I see it in you, not too many others. We have a question from Marius Grenu. Camille, here's this question. What's the greatest challenge for a young artist in France, now that you mentioned most of your concerts are outside of your home country?
Now that as a French artist, right?
Yeah, asking as a French artist.
What is the challenge? You know, I really think that we are exotic outside of our country. So, especially in France, if I am singing in French, it will be it's strange, but it will be most difficult for me it will be more challenging to be accepted in my country, you know, because as I am singing in French, I am all of others culture are really more interested by what I'm doing than maybe in France. In France, it's okay, but not that much like other countries. In Brazil, for example, I'm really most famous than in France. So, what is the challenge? I think the challenge is the same everywhere. We really have to. It's really hard because we have to imagine a little what the public is expecting, but at the same time we have to forget it. Mm-hmm. It's a little like if you were doing a gift for a friend, you know, you have to sing to the person, but at the same time you really have to put yourself in the gift. It has to be really personal, you know. You don't have to forget yourself. So I think the challenge is really tricky, because you have really to think, okay, what is the public, what is waiting for, what the public like, and after you forget it completely. You just put somewhere, and after that you really have to do your thing and not thinking anymore of what the public will want you to do, you know. So I think this is the challenge.
I would agree wholeheartedly. I think these are uncharted territories, and you know, people can see very quickly when you're trying to sound like someone, but it's different when you embody the influence of somebody and really let your own light shine as you do. So wonderful. Camille, what is next? I know we talked a bit about this, but just to wrap up, you're going to be busy touring. Do you want to give us a preview maybe or do you have a single coming up next, or what kind of a project? What's the nature of your next project?
I have lots of desire of collaborations. But I have a project as well with Brussels Jazz Orchestra. We just recorded a project with Serge Gainsbourg's song. So I don't know when this project will be released. Maybe in 2020 in 22 maybe. But I would like maybe to make a record of duo. I never did that. It doesn't seem very original, but I love duos, and in these last years I was really touring a lot, and I met incredible musicians in Brazil, in US, in everywhere. So there is a bass player in a Danish bass player. I did a tour with him last year, and I was thinking, oh, it would be great to make a record with him. There is a guitar player living in Brooklyn, incredible. There is a piano player from Brazil. So I have lots of things I want. So, but like I told you, I really want to develop my projects on tour, on stage, and I will see what is happening after that. But I have to focus on this project first.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're very excited. I know everyone on the call, and I've shared your music with my friends and family, and they'll love your music. So you have a strong fan base in Michigan.
Thank you so much. I would love to go to Michigan.
We have fresh water.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
So we would love to welcome you here. I'm actually thinking of even taking a trip to Paris. So perhaps our paths will cross. When should I come? This fall, perhaps. August or September.
Please let me know. Let me know. If I am in Paris, I will meet you with pleasure.
That would be wonderful. I've always wanted to just drop into one of those unexpected jam sessions happening, you know, just at a cafe or something. Just join in, bring a little mic and a keyboard.
Yes, but there are jam session in Michigan or no?
Probably not the same kind as in Europe, I'm imagining. They're a little more structured. I haven't really been to the one that like are kind of just on the streets where they're kind of like busking, just kind of very spontaneous.
Yeah.
A while, but I love the music. I love French music. Oh my gosh, a couple of the songs on my album are from Michel Legrand, "The Summer Knows" and "The Windmills." Love those.
Of course. So
yeah, I think we can learn something a lot about how you guys interpret jazz in a very natural way, where the music really breathes. You leave a lot of space and let the melody really shine.
Did you see all the movies of Jacques Demy?
Oh no, I have not. I'll have to.
Because Michel Legrand did lots of composition for these movies. Les Demoiselles de Rochefort, maybe. I can write it for you.
Oh, thank you. Let's see.
Alors Jacques Demy, tac. Jacques
Demy. Thank you, Marius. Merci. Oh. Duo.
Voilà. Tac, les deux. Hop. Voilà.
Wonderful. I'll have to look into that. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Well, this has been fun. It's been a pleasure meeting you. Thank you for sparing some time on Wednesday evening. Hope you have a wonderful evening, and best of luck to you. Safe travels too in your tour. I hope you stay well.
Yeah, you too, and thank you very much to invite me. And I hope to meet you sometimes with pleasure.
Yes, me too. With pleasure. That would be wonderful. All right, take care. Bonsoir.
Bye. Take care as well. Bye.